kickoff, and we'll be underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air, it's Aguilar. Pulls it in, it's Matthews. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Now the play fake. Makes the catch. At the 45 on his way. There he goes. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Fair catch called for and made. On the ground, it's James. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of downs, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. The give to the tailback. Turning it on! Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Tennessee loves relying on the big physical backs like a Jamal Lewis, and this guy fits the mold.
Yeah, guys you just didn't want to tackle. I mean, guys that run angry all the time, and it's a mindset. When Tennessee has that mindset, the fans go crazy, and their teams are usually their best squads.
On a little time, lets it go. Quickly complete. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Volunteers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They go to the ground. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage looks for a first down. The 2024 season for Tennessee had some highs, wins over Bama, Florida, and Oklahoma. Man, it didn't end with a thud. They got clipped by the Ohio State buzzsaw and then suffered the big shocker of the offseason with Nico Iamaleava jumping into the transfer portal.
Yeah, I don't know that there was a more
out of space. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Wants to throw. It's Aguilar. Quick completion on the out route. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Our coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Volunteers in a good spot here with second and short. From the gun, the running back has it. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the Vols come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Grab near the marker. It's Thomas. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Trying to bow his way in. Give him 6. Touchdown Volunteers. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's involved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Hatcher. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Cook. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. just need to get some of that yardage back here on second down. Back to pass. Under fire. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets it down at the 23.
Well, you're seeing a complete effort right now by this football team. Their offense has been doing their part, scoring points. They've got a big lead, and the defense right now is just shutting the opponent out. So good against the run and so athletic, and they have the ability to rush the passer. As you saw right there, getting the sack. We're only in the first quarter, but they're right now winning this game in all three phases.
Tennessee 14, Syracuse 0.
So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Here's the handoff. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
The play action fake. Time to take a shot. And that pass is caught at the 25.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Looking to pass. It's Aguilar. Now adjusting. He's got the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
The Vols trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They want to throw it. Quarterback extends the play. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Vols! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
He'll call for the fair catch here. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got an open man. Off and running. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Looking to throw on first down. Back open in the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He wants to change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. Got his man downfield. Tackle is made after the catch, but it'll set up first and goal from the 7.
Man, this quarterback's been in a nice rhythm all drive, hasn't he? He's just playing on time. He's making good decisions. He's now got the offense at first and goal. I'd let him throw it down here. He has earned that right.
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Rushes on him. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack tear.
And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Wide out trying to get it in. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score.
That's a really big completion for the offense. And look, I know they didn't get the first down, but because of it, they're now set up in 4th and very short. And if you're the head coach, you're thinking very long and hard if you're going to go for this one now because of that success you had on that play.
The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it, everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
And I think he got back to the 2-yard line, but the defense was ready for the run.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Backed up in their own end. Don't hold the ball too long. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Volunteers decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Ripping through the defense. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on first down. And here comes the Heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. And he makes the grab, but he's out of bounds. Incomplete pass.
Man, that didn't miss by much, but I do like the effort.
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Syracuse. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking for a man. It's Aguilar. Got it in the middle. It's Jefferson. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The Volunteers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Trying play action. He's going for it all. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it back to the 26-yard line as they come up with a big interception there.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
Oh, he's got some space. He's in open space downfield. There he goes. At the 20. Touchdown, Cuse. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this 2nd half.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quick handoff. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the middle. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Vols will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Caught over the middle. It's Cook. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Steps away. Got out of trouble and throws. Caught close to the marker. It's Cook. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the 5-yard step off, 1st and 15 for this offense. From the gun, looking for a man. Under fire. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Off play action. Right down the middle. Fires into traffic. Picked off. Trying to take it back. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Tennessee, 21, Syracuse.
Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Hold and fire complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Hatcher.
Man, it's so important to play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed to rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Syracuse will send out the punt team. on the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. Right on the money. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Wants to fire on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get behind the defense. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Vols send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. First play of the drive comes from the 22. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Dropping back, it's Aguilar. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Caught in the backfield, it's Staley. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And a nice job finding my wide receiver. And then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the first down.
They're in field goal range here on fourth down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Looking to the big tight end. It's complete.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a cheap shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down. But they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
And the Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass on second down. Moving out of the pocket. Got enough space. Stopped right at the 2-yard line after the catch, and it'll be first down, goal to go.
Man, you cannot coach this to quarterbacks. Hard focus downfield, soft focus around you. As soon as he felt the lane, he was gone. No second guessing at all. That was picture perfect, and he uses his speed.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tennessee. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leads it with the back. Wide open spaces. Makes it past the marker. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Pocket breaking down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Finds the tight end. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
This defensive front just ran 3 in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Cook. Touchdown, Orange. And the comeback is on.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This should be the last play of the quarter. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Going downfield for the big play. He's got it down the right side. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off his 3rd period with a big play.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. The score, Tennessee 28, Syracuse 21.
Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Looking downfield, it's Aguilar. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
We talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
From the gun, the ground game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
Looking downfield on first down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Still running at the 40. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. 3rd in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that 3rd down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
To the air, it's Collins. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
They booted away. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Matthews. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the 4th quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
Caught behind the line. It's Gaines. And the defense settled in to stop that before a short gain.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Back to throw. It's Aguilar. Finds his big tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle.
Yeah, tight ends aren't just line up and block. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
The Volunteers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Finds his big tight end. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense. And the Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Staley. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They just keep firing. That's reeled in. It's Lewis. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Quarterback on the keeper. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Punt is on its way. And they'll just down it right there. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. Unleashes one. Snagged in the middle. It's James. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Tremble. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Well, I know it's early in the drive, and you're just trying to get completions and get the drive going, but this is 2 minutes, and you're trailing. I mean, you've got to take some shots down the field and be a little bit more aggressive, put some pressure on this defense.
Syracuse might take a shot here on second and short. Wants to go up top. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the fourth quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Bringing it back. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. We're going to run it. It's Lewis. At the 35, he's got room. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.